Hello everybody. Yes, I'm in the woods as always. Today I'd like to bring you behind the scenes. I'm getting ready for a big show. I will be the opening act for a major music figure in the folk world, Carolann Solebello. The show will take place at Dorn Space Art Center in Gloversville, New York, which is a beautiful art center. It's a small theater really, and it is owned by Brian Dorn. And we're very grateful for his presence in the area. So we better get started and get ready for the show. Carolann Solebello is a performing songwriter from Brooklyn, New York. Best known to folk audiences as a founding member of the Americana trio Red Molly. She now tours both solo and with modern folk quartet No Fuss and Feathers. Her website is carolannsolebello.com. The first thing I do when I'm getting ready for a show is to decide what songs I might want to play. It does depend on how many minutes I'm supposed to play for. For this show, it's going to be 30 minutes, so I'm going to play about 9 songs. My songs are usually shorter, about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. They're not really long songs. These are my notebooks with my songs in them. You can see that I'm up to book 8 in my life. I have all kinds of different notebooks and sizes, and these I find to be kind of the best. They're big enough on the pages to write the words and everything. I've put together a preliminary list of songs. These are the songs here. These are the capo configurations, kind of scribbled, squeezed in there. This is which book the song appears in. And then this is a little description of what I'd like to talk about each song. And this is the show, Carolann Solebello. Here is my guitar in its lovely case. I start practicing a minimum of a week before the show. I'm going to start practicing 3 weeks before this show because some of the songs I have not memorized. They're newer songs, and I want to be ready for that. I would like to play 2 songs on my dulcimer for this show. This is called a mountain dulcimer. Some people have never seen it before. This is what it sounds like. It's one of the few instruments that were invented on this continent in America, and it was invented by the Scotch-Irish in the Appalachian Mountains. The reason why a person would change their strings is that the strings can stiffen. They go stale, is what it's called. And the metal gets dirty and hardens up a little bit. It just gets stiffer, and it sounds dull, like thumpy. These are the things that I use to change my guitar strings. The first thing, of course, is the guitar. The type of strings that I use are Diodario. They are extra light gauge. I have in the past had trouble with my wrist, and having the extra light gauge is easier to press the strings. Also, they really ring out and they're very pretty. And then the next thing is something interesting. This is a winding thing. When you tighten up your strings or loosen your strings, you use these key pegs and you wind them. When you're changing strings, you have to wind them a lot, many times. And this goes on the key, and then it spins, and you can wind it much faster. And this is what the guitar looks like without the strings. And as long as the strings are off there, I take the opportunity to clean the fretboard here. Here are the 2 sets of strings, the new and the old. Can you tell which is the new and which is the old? All 6 strings are on now, brand new, sparkly. Alrighty, all tuned up and ready to go. Right now I'm putting together my set list. I'm going to put it on the side of my guitar. I really don't like doing that. It looks a little not very pretty, but I will need to look at the songs that I'm going to be playing as I play them. These are the capo configurations, and for the first time I'm putting the first few chords of the song, because the songs that I wrote during the pandemic, I used a lot of the same chords. I didn't realize it. And so I'm kind of mixing up which order the chords go in according to the song. So I'm just putting the first few chords here so that it will remind me. And then for the same reason, the first line of the song I'm going to fill in here. I do all this because, well, I don't think I really get stage fright, but I do freeze up sometimes. So maybe that is stage fright. But it's very helpful to have this information here, and I will put it right along the side of the guitar here so that I can see it. Here we go, all set. I do not know what the lighting is going to be like on stage, if I'm going to be able to see certain parts of this or not. So I did put this information, which is the most important information, in a very flat area of the guitar. It's now 2:15 in the afternoon. I'm going to start thinking about what to wear. I usually don't like to talk about this sort of thing, what I'm going to wear, because it's supposed to be magic and a surprise, but since this is a behind-the-scenes video, I will tell you. This is like a purple velvet top, and then I'm going to wear a black skirt. This, I am kind of proud to say, I found in a thrift shop for $1. I really like those kind of finds, and I think in today's world people are doing a lot of thrifting in order to conserve on manufacturing. And this is just a little bit of a close-up. Everything is all ready now. The dulcimer's on top, the guitar's there, the water is there. This show starts at 7 o'clock, and they are supplying the sound system, so I don't need to bring that with me. I'll probably try to arrive around 5:30 so that I can warm up, and also they can do a sound check before people get there. There it is, Dorn Space in Gloversville, New York, on North Main Street.
Hi, this is Brian Dorn from Dorn Space. We're actually in season 6 this year. We've got a ton of really good acts coming up in 2023. We've had over 300 events in our first 5 years, so it's been a very busy 5 years, even with COVID. We're really excited about the great show we're going to have.
So that's the stage area way over there. These are all the seats. This is actually like a dance floor. And these are people who have performed here at Dorn Space. Some local people, some people from Albany area too, and otherwise. And up top here are the names of people who have donated for Dorn Space. This is the view from the stage. The lights will go down later on. And this is actually backstage. It's called the Green Room. And it's a room for the artists to warm up and put their stuff back here, their instruments. There's all kinds of fun stuff on the walls, including a bookcase of poetry books, because Brian Dorn is also a poet. So they are getting ready for a sound check. I've already done my sound check. There's Carolann over there, and Brian and Tom Stottle is helping with the sound. And here we go, a little bit of a sound check happening here.
4 and 5.
Here we are, living on a low flame, and we're reading letters in the sand, and see them wash to sea again. Don't shake your head, don't walk away. You may say tomorrow's just another day. Oh, even though we may not have it all together, one thing is true, what's happening is you. is happening is you. Where am I? Thinking love is crazy and I'm catching your words the best I can, remembering how we began. So let's go, chasing down the memories, reaching in the ice and snow.